Hey, blessings everyone. This is Yanni, the only Loccologist, and we are in Georgia. Actually, Atlanta to be specific. We moved. Whoop, whoop. So today is the 7th. It's a good day. 7 is my favorite number. I was born on a 7th day. But anyway, we didn't move. The Georgia location moved. So for 9 years, and she would know, I'll give you all a history about this sister right here. She's the grandmother of practically every single Georgia client I have. She's young, but she's a grandmother, meaning that she's been with us the longest, right? So we were working in Norcross for 9 years, and I've met her long before we came to Norcross, Georgia, right? In fact, the first time I met her, she just looked up the dates. The first time I met her was in, let me get the gloves so I can start her color seals, if you don't mind. Yeah. What's the date?
October 27, 2013.
October 27. She was 22 going on 23.
Yes.
In her first or second year of college or something like that?
Undergrad.
Right. Undergrad. No, she's a PhD. Give it to me from the box. Yeah, Dr. Jazz. That's not a box. Huh? No, from the color box.
Oh,
yeah. Dr. Jazz. That's sorry guys, back and forth. Right? She has been with me for a long. She knew me when I was single. In fact, she's originally from New Orleans.
Yes.
The first time we met, she actually came to New Jersey.
Yes.
From New Orleans. Right. That was the first time. She did it twice actually.
I'm just a little crazy.
Yeah. She had a wedding to go to for her brother, and I had to do it here for that.
Yes.
And that's how long we've known each other.
And she's been stuck with me ever since.
Ever since. And it's kind of bittersweet talking about this, because right behind her is a program for one of my other clients who's been with me. Some of you who sent your condolences. One of our favorite clients passed away due to breast cancer. And her program is actually right on the thing behind us. Look right here. Beautiful sister. I gotta show everybody. That's my girl. She passed away. She transitioned, I should say. She's with the ancestors now. So, I was supposed to actually wash her hair when we came down, because every time we wash her hair. And so I put her program with us so she could be with us in spirit.
Absolutely.
So anyway, what is this video is about? I've been meaning to ask people. Take your glasses off, Queen. So their clients like her, actually many of my clients like this sister sitting in my chair, the sister who transitioned, who I just mentioned, so many. And I'm not saying this in a way like they're forced to stay with me, right? They've just been with me that long. We've seen each other grow. Jazz, as I said, she's a PhD now. She's married.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. She's married, we have seen, all of us have seen each other grow from marriage, children, everything. We've been with each other for all these changes, right? But what I notice, and this part has nothing to do with me, what I always wonder is, like, when new clients come and they sit in my chair and they will say, I was going to so-and-so and blah, 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 and this one. And I was like, well, how many people touched your head? That's a lot of people. And I've had people who told us there were 5, 6 different people that touched their heads. So this video is about that. I'm going to leave the comment section open, right? And again, I'm not saying this to boost up what I do. We are just different. Our clients who come to us come for that spiritual purpose. It's about that spiritual journey versus the more cosmetic, superficial, commercial journey that some people take, which is fine with them, but we more go spiritually. Anyway, how many people have touched your locks? Coming to my point.
In my whole life?
Yes.
Myself, you, and one person that did it for the wedding.
For the wedding.
Yes.
Right.
That's it.
And we have known each other for a long time.
Yes, over 10 years.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that was only because you were not in New Orleans or
right.
Seattle.
Yep.
I would have came.
Right. So, to the viewers,
Yes.
subscribers, whatever you want to call yourselves, how many people have touched your crown? Are you with the same person? Have you gone to different people? And I'm not trying to shame anyone, so please do not think that. I'm just curious. For me, like clients would always ask me, Yanni, who does your hair? Here's a joke. Do you know I cannot do my own hair? Ever since, no, I'm seeing, even before Locs, Jasmine, I was never a girly girl with my hair. I still do not understand. Like, pretend I wasn't who I am. I did have locks.
Right.
I don't even know how to use a curling iron properly. I was never a girly girl. I am in my mid-40s and I still, that's the dope, Jimmy. I still sit between my mother or my sisters. Huh?
Should have put a towel down.
Yeah. My mother and my sisters left to get my hair done. And that is crazy. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah. I still sit between my mother's and my sister's here to get my hair done. Sorry, the other client just walked in, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm saying this to say, I still, even before I had locks and I used to get box braids, I still used to go to the same person for many, thank you, sweetums, for many years to get my hair done. I just don't like being Trinidadian, and a lot of African clients say it's said in their culture also, you shouldn't have too many people hands in their hair.
Right.
Like, it's spiritually, it's not good for you. And again, that's just my journey, right? She was just looking at my nails, admiring it, and I was just telling her the bad news that the guy who's been doing my nails for over 17 years just moved to Chicago. Like, that's, and even with my nails, I'm like that with my, and
same.
Yeah,
Same.
you too, right?
Black woman, period.
Right. If I find that's a long time still.
Yeah.
That's long. If I find somebody good, you with me forever. I just think there's, like my mother talk about, the transference of spirits, going from person to person, each person, and that's with anything. Again, please, disclaimer, I'm not talking about you, whoever comes to me to stay with me or come to me. I'm just saying that how many people have touched you? That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Right? Like the sister who just walked in, you guys saw her in the background. She's also another person. We've been together. How long, Jackie? A few years. For really? Yeah. It seemed longer though.
I know 2019.
Wow. Yeah, we've been together for a long time. Like, so leave your comments. Tell me how many people touched your head. Are you one of those people who, and don't be ashamed. If I understand, like, you're looking for the right fit, I guess that's what's, and like, it's like a relationship.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shame anyone, like, oh my God, you're going to do, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, that's your money. You want to have 20 people touch you, go ahead. And whether it's locks, natural hair, whatever, you know, my advice would be this, in closing, on this part, until I lock her here after Jimmy washes it. My advice would be this for anyone. When it comes to locks, and you find, you know, you have that person, let's pretend I did not exist. This is not about me. I can't stress this enough, because I know somebody thinking that. No. Let's say you get your locks done by whoever, and you know that person does a good job, that person takes care of your hair, that person is not about the money. They're really invested in the health of your hair, your spiritual and health journey. Stick with that person. Stay with them. Don't jump from person to, remember, this is your crown. We Orisha people, we call this your Ori. That is, some people call it your chakras. This is one of the most, I always say, the head and the feet. Two very important parts of your body. This is where all your energy is, and the feet is what carries the energy. I'm just saying, right?
I agree.
Right? Stay with that person. I can't tell you how much, back in the day, I used to do free consultations. I still do free consultations, but I used to do it whether the person is getting their hair done or not, right? So people will call me and I'll be on the phone with them. And I remember I spoke to this lady, this is many years ago, I wasn't even with Julie yet. And she sent me a picture of her hair, and her hair was down to her back. And I said, what happened? And she said, Yanni, my locks were growing fine until I couldn't take care of them anymore. And I went from person to person to person, and before you know it, they started falling off. And in Trinidad, we call it bad hand. It's like a plant. Some people have, like Jimmy has a green thumb. He can grow anything. Once he touches a plant, it can grow. And I always tell people, your hair is like a plant. I'm sure some of you have experienced this. You moved or you went on vacation and you tell somebody, hey, just water my plants for me. And when you come back, we had a guy that we told him, hey, just water these plants. We're going to Georgia. You remember that, Jimmy? When we came back, he bought the plants. All 4 plants was dead. And nothing against him. At the time, he was dealing with issue with a young lady. So that energy went on the plants. This is not, I'm not speaking bad about him. You understand what I'm saying? He was dealing with some, romantic issues. It happens to all of us. All 4 plants died. We had to toss it out. Your hair is like a plant. That's my point I'm trying to make, right?
Absolutely.
Be mindful of who touches your crown. Okay? If you are that person, you just started, especially for the people who just started their love journey, you might be inclined, like these sisters and brothers who come to us who have long hair, we all have one thing in common. They stick with one person. Whether it's me or someone else, they stick with one person. But what I find is the people who just started their love, so your love journey might be a year or 2 years old, you're jumping from person to person to person, and you wonder why your hair is not cooperating with all these people. Your hair does not know if it's going or if it's coming. All right? So, I'm going to let this soak in. We'll wrap this up later on. And Jazz will tell you what she does for a living. Dr. Jazz. Her name is Jasmine. Jimmy and I call her Dr. Jazz.
Everybody should.
Yeah, Dr. Jazz. She is adopted. I love you too, sweetie. I had to tell all my clients, Jackie, I got to tell you all more that I love you all, because that's like the 3rd clients I've lost in the past 6 or 7 years. Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you guys. Like, we need to tell each other we love each other more. Like, life is short, man. We need to say that. Like, listen, you don't need to say that to family. Love comes in many ways. Like, we love each other. I really love you guys. Seriously. So let me go wrap it here up. Leave your comments and you guys will see the end of this. Okay, guys? Okay, girl, why your back not to the chair?
Oh, you're back in the chair. My bad. I thought it.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we're back. Her hair is done. All right, Dr. Jazz here is done. And yes, she's really Dr. Jazz. She's a PhD. And we call her Dr. Jazz. And her colleagues call her Dr. Jazz. Anyway, she has that fine, soft Creole here. She's from New Orleans, so she's pure Creole. In fact, she's one of the survivors. One day she could tell her story. She's one of the survivors from Katrina. She was a child when it happened. She told me the story. She's one of the people on the roof begging for help with a sign like "Save us" and all that.
Begging for help. Anyway,
and when what was the place? They put all the people in.
People went to the Superdome.
The Superdome.
Yeah.
Let's call it the
That's not my story, Yanni. And I'm not gonna laugh right now because people fucked over New Orleans.
Yeah, they really did.
That was not man-made. That was a man-made disaster. That was not natural. So we'll get to
another
say
that. Yeah, one day she's gonna tell the story about it. So tell us, what type of doctor are you?
Yeah, I have a PhD in integrative public policy and development.
What is that?
Yes, that is from the illustrious Tuskegee University. Okay, and I studied how local food systems create community and economic development. Basically, that we should be buying local, we should be supporting our farmer, and that farmer would be supporting our community.
All right, so it's like a nice cycle, a positive cycle.
Yes.
And what does the job actually entail? Like, you always show Jimmy and I pictures with you on a lot of acres of land and stuff. So what does it entail?
Yeah, currently I'm the co-executive director of the National Black Food and Justice Alliance. And we just got back from our annual meeting in Detroit. And that's some of the things that we do where we gather, we actually amplify culture, we build institutions, and we also organize people. So back in Detroit, they're opening up a $22 million community-owned, Black-led grocery store be checking out, y'all. December 2023 this year. It is opening. Shout out to Baba Malik Yakini. And they're also on a 7-acre farm in downtown Detroit where we got to work the land. And that's also connected with their People's Food Co-op. So all that's like building a community food system. And I do that all throughout the United States and support other Black farmers and organizations to ensure that our people can eat.
So I know a lot of people like to plant.
Yes.
They like to do not just gardening, but like grow their own foods.
Right.
In the future, we have to do a one-on-one interview on how people can, but for now we can do a quick intro. How can people be part of what you are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Find your local farmer. Black people are out there farming, even though they seem like it's an anomaly.
No, it's not the original acres. The original farms are owned by Black people. Don't even let me get started with that. But they're selling over all the acres. Don't even let Yanni get started with that. I don't get that. Do not sell your land.
They're not making any more of it. And Black people were stolen because of their agricultural genius. So we do have this organic regenerative agriculture in our spirit, in our blood, in our body, and that's what we're doing. So find your farmer, and if you don't know a farmer, look us up online. Maybe we can connect you one.
Yes.
We do have a Black farmer food map, so if you're a Black farmer and want to be listed on it, feel free to check it out. We're at blackfoodjustice.org, but you also could just hit me up at jasmine@blackfoodjustice.org. I'm going to tag my socials, all the things. But we're like building this. And I know there's so many people that are already doing the work. And we just want to get connected and make sure that everybody's amplified and supported.
Nice. So guys, this is Jazz. As I said, I've known her. Just hearing her talk like this. You don't get this girl.
Over 10 years,
right? And making, not only that, we are big on manifestation.
Yes.
When Jazz was in her first year of college, that's when I met her. And she was talking about, I want to do this thing where I show Black people how to plant their own food. Nothing like speaking things into existence. That's exactly what she is doing, right? So I'd say I'm proud of this sister. It's It's an understatement. I tell people, I have grown with my clients. Watch their hair grow, but grow. Where we was all single, we were all like, trying to
figure it out.
Figure this shit out for life.
We still are. We
still here, right.
Thank you so much.
Right, I know. And there were times she came. You remember that? One day she came and she was working at the Cuckoo Ranch or the chicken shack.
We gonna talk about that.
I am. Let me tell you all something. This is why this video is going a little left, but it's still on the right track. Be mindful who touches your crown. Be mindful who your friends are. Be mindful who you tell your business to, who could pick you up,
and
who's not pour in. That's it. Pour into you. Yes. There were times this sister came. This is before she was doing what they call a dissertation. This long before that.
Yes.
And she was doing like 2-3 different jobs. She was working at a chicken shack. And she was crying in my chair while I'm doing her hair. And she was like, oh my God, Yanni, I'm about to quit everything. And I'm that person who I'll let you talk for like 5-6 minutes and do the crying thing. And after that, I'm going to check your ass. Right? No more pity party. I'm like, listen, shut the fuck up. You ain't quitting shit.
I was in my master's program.
That's what it was.
Like,
you gotta finish this. You got this far. The next time I see you, one time you're doing this, you would quit it. And I'm doing her here while telling her that.
Yes.
She's a PhD now.
Yes.
Right? I like, you're going through a moment, you're in your hormones and in your feelings and all that shit. I get that. I go through that too. But you are not quitting shit. Right?
Yes.
So I'm that tough love type of person.
And we all need it.
Yeah. If you've been skin, you can't come around Yanni. Like, seriously. Don't even. I gonna hurt your feelings, but if you look back, you'll be like, thank God she hurt my feelings.
With love.
And with love, it comes from a good place.
Yes.
So, leave your comments.
Yes.
How many people have touched your crown? For those of you that feel to jump from person to person to person, be mindful of that. This thing we call Locs is our antennas. Right. Our hair, period. Black people's hair, whether you have Locs, natural hair, 9 ether, meaning that it defies gravity. Our hair is the only type that grows towards the sun. Right? We are the only type that has this natural coil. It comes in many textures. I'm not talking about 4C and all that. The point is, you're black, you got some nappy ass head. No matter what texture it comes in, love your hair. Be mindful who touches your chakra. If you want to call it chakra, for me being Orisha, your Ori, head, whatever you want to call this here. Be mindful who touches you. Stop jumping from person to person to person. I told a client one time, I say, you're promiscuous with your head. right? It's the same thing. It's like jumping. That's why they say there's sexual energies.
Yeah.
Some people have STDs, meaning sexually transmitted disease, but not sexual, spiritually transmitted disease. You can get, it's not the sexual part when it comes to the head. It's a spiritual thing. Think about this for a second. How many people have touched, if you're watching this video, ask yourself how many people have touched you. If you're a person who is obsessed with a certain look and you didn't like how Misha did it and how Kevin did it and you're jumping from person to person, you have no clue how that can actually affect your life. Again, my videos and my knowledge are for people. If you're in it for just the style, oh, I want dreads and all of that, then my video is not for you. If you're in it for a spiritual reason, then this message is for you. Stop having so many people touching your crown. Okay? Ashe. So we are here until the 23rd. Sorry, I have
the new location.
At the new Atlanta. We are in Atlanta. She was the first that came in at the new location. I know. Shout out to my niece. She hooked us up. Right? We are in Atlanta. Actually, we are right, like, how far? Like 8 minutes from downtown Atlanta, right?
5 from the airport.
5 minutes from the airport. Yep. We were in Norcross before. Most of you don't know that. I worked from a hotel room in Norcross for 9 years. Yes. Shout out to the whole staff for the extended stay. Pandora, we miss you. We know you watch our videos. That's the whole staff. We love all you guys. You guys were good for that 9 years. Now we moved to Atlanta in the Jersey people, this has nothing to do with you. When we're in Georgia, we're in Atlanta. Yes. So we'll be here until the 23rd in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. If you still want to book, I will be returning calls. You guys know my client passed away, so we've been busy with that, and just mentally it's just been a lot, and then setting up for this has been a lot. If you're calling, don't text me to book if you've never met me. I don't know you like that, right? Only these people text me because we family now, but once you're booking for the first time, you have to call, leave a voicemail. Speak your name and telephone number very slowly and very clearly. I just need a first name. And just leave a brief description why you're calling, okay? And I will return your call. Please be patient. Don't make it weird. I will return your call, okay? Because we already have new clients coming today and all of next week. Yeah. All right? So, enjoy your luxury. How does your hair feel?
Amazing, as always. Always worth the journey, okay?
Right, all the way.
I got up at 3 a.m. for this, baby.
Yeah, all the way from New Orleans. We keep saying we want to come by. You know, it's a crime shame all these years we never came. You would think, right? I know. It's because you're black.
I cannot. Let me go back to work.
It's because you're black.
I cannot.
Guys, leave your comments. She is a dog tease. Oh, I love your t-shirt.
Thank you.
Martin. I love it. Guys, leave your comments.